Hi everybody, welcome back and thank you for the support I'm receiving from so many of you. I truly appreciate it. Unfortunately, today I have to start with a little negativity before we dive into today's video. I stopped reading comments yesterday because I got way too angry. So here is my short rant. I am literally sick and tired of the vile abuse I receive every time I mention the now King Charles by name. Yes, even when I say things like the photograph of Charles and Louis during the Jubilee was cute. On this channel, there is no hatred, and this is not a targeted hate channel, regardless of the fact that 90% of my videos are about Harry and Meghan. The only reason why that is the case is because they are in the news and in our faces most, and because of their bad behavior and conduct. That does, however, not mean that I cannot call out a stupid or factually wrong or fake newspaper headline on any other royal or celebrity or politician, as was the case yesterday. And for those of you who send me vile comments, DMs, and email without even so much as checking the facts, here is what I would like to call my revenge. From Lord Andrew Turnbull in the Daily Mail, and I quote, King Charles's pledge to donate the profits from the £1 billion a year Crown Estate wind farm deal for the, in inverted commas, wider public good has been debunked by former Cabinet Secretary Lord Andrew Turnbull. It is not his money to give, he insists, explaining that King George III surrendered the Crown Estate surplus to the executor in return for a fixed payment, so the revenues have not been the King's to distribute for more than 250 years, argues the peer. It is part of an elaborate hoax to give the impression to the public that the sovereign grant was paid for out of the monarchy's own income rather than taxation. Thank you, Lord Turnbull. Now, do you see how damaging, reckless statements from the King's PR and media liaison can be? Regardless of what you in your eagerness to fight, hurt me, and accuse me of, say and do, I did not write or vote for British legislation and laws, but I can read and understand what I read. Secondly, criticism does not mean hatred. I love Britain and have visited a number of times, and although I have no plans to travel in the near or even distant future, I may want to visit again in a year or two or three, or my children may want to, and I will not allow you to accuse me of hatred which may cause me or my children to not obtain a visa to visit Britain. I do not hate, I only report, and often in a less salacious manner than your own media. Now put that in your pipe and smoke it. That person who said that I have no right to call the king names, I did not call him anything. And if you want to argue, go listen again. Okay, now the next thing. I have been watching a few channels and I'm not going to name them individually, as in fact, some of those channels are some of my favorites and usually do good work, but it really gets me rather hot under the collar when a channel puts information out just because it is salacious and then they put it out for clicks and views without even attempting to do their homework, thus putting out false information. So, what am I talking about? Well, Prince Andrew is back in the news, and as always, when a cat meows in the distance, Meghan is somehow brought into it, as if the world evolves and revolves around Meghan Markle. So here are the facts, and quite frankly, no one needs to know where I got some of it from. So don't even ask. But I'm telling you to rather not challenge me on what I will highlight as fact. What is not fact, I will also highlight. And in all honesty, tell you straight out that it is my opinion and nothing more. Okay, so let's start with what is not fact, but purely my opinion. I believe it is possible that Meghan could have met Andrew prior to her meeting Harry because of her ties to Soho House and Andrew, Sarah, Eugenie, and Beatrice's ties to Soho House. The Yorks know, are familiar with, and friendly with Ron Burkle, the majority shareholder of Soho House. The Yorks also know, are familiar with, and friendly with Marcus Anderson. Remember, he was also at Eugenie and Jack's wedding. So that is one reason why I think it is possible that Meghan could have run into Andrew somewhere before, been introduced to him, or even saw him across the room. I do believe she knew who he was and that Harry's narrative about her thinking he was the butler is a straight out lie. And if Harry is not lying, then Meghan lied to Harry and faked it. I also believe that Andrew's attitude towards her was because he did not have to go to MI5 or MI6 to find out about Meghan's past. All he had to do was ask her buddy Marcus or his friend Ron. The other reason why I think Meghan knew who he was and he knew who she was is obviously because Meghan knew Eugenie and Misha Nunu and they knew her. But there's someone else. Remember Eddie Redmayne, the actor? Well, he also knows the royal family well and was even at school with William. Eddie is also buddies with Marcus, and we know that Meghan attended an opening of a Soho house with Eddie, or at least alongside him. They were both guests. It is obvious from pictures that Meghan tried her feminine wiles on Eddie. But was she successful? Maybe for all of 5 minutes, or maybe a day, because Eddie obviously did not pursue an ongoing relationship or even friendship with Meghan. And then one asks, why not? Because he figured her for who she was? If so, do you think he would not say anything in private to his buddy William or to any of the Yorks? If you think that, you don't know human nature. Okay, my opinion on whether Meghan knew Epstein or not. At the very least, I would be surprised if she did not know about him or were introduced to him. And why would that be? Well, because she was slithering into the same circles that Epstein moved in, namely the Clintons, Ron Burkle, and a few others on his regular guest list. I would be more surprised if she did not know him or know about him than I would be if she did. Okay, so now let's get to the facts. And I'm asking you to watch the screen because here is where I'm calling out the YouTubers for not getting their facts straight and not doing their homework. I am not disputing the fact that it is possible that Andrew and Megan met or knew one another or knew about one another or even may have had a tryst of another kind. Who knows? I don't. But if you want to prove any of it, then do your bloody homework and do not grab at random pictures and allege that it is proof that they spent salacious time together or even that Megan was a yacht girl. Because what you are presenting as proof proves nothing. Jack shit and zilch. Okay, so the first picture I'm going to address is one presented as proof, and it is of Andrew on a yacht in 2001 in Phuket. Jeffrey Epstein's yacht, to be precise. Although taken in 2001, the photographs basically reached mainstream media much, much later. Well, I can emphatically state that Meghan Markle was nowhere near that yacht in 2001. And the women you see in those photographs are Jackie Hamilton Smith, Nellie Cooper, Jenny Frost from Atomic Kitten, and Norman D. Keith, at the time a model, later a beauty editor, and currently a health guru. You want more? You want the entire guest list? Yes, my friends. If you want me to, I can even tell you who this dark-haired lady on the yacht was in the 2001 photographs. Her name is Erica Baxter. And a list of the crew? Well, I can give you the entire guest list. And I can also tell you that at least one of these ladies had her husband there, another had a boyfriend there, etc., etc. And if I ask nicely, I can likely also get the names of the crew. But even if they, he or she, is willing, they may not be able to give the names of the crew because it was 21 years ago. The next photograph presented by YouTubers as proof that Meghan Markle was one, a yacht girl, and two, yachted with Andrew are photographs taken of him and a dark-haired young woman on a yacht in 2010. Now, my dears, I have said this before. I even made a video about it ages ago. But I'm going to say it again. That young woman is Alexandra Escat, who was 25 at the time and a model. Now, how do I know that? Because it was all over the newspapers at the time, and she even spoke to the media about it after her and Andrew's short fling. So, no, neither of these photographs are proof that Prince Andrew had a liaison or some kind of tryst with Meghan Markle, and nor are either one or both of these photographs proof that Meghan Markle was a yacht girl. Moving on. Then there was this photograph presented as proof of Meghan Markle being a yacht girl. Well, again, It proves nothing. The photograph was taken in 2016 when Megan, Misha, and Marcus holidayed together. They met up with friends and spent the day on a yacht and the beach, likely organized by Marcus. The other person in the photographs looks to me like Priyanka Chopra, but I can't be 100% sure, but it looks like her. And then if I really want to, I can find the names of the other girls portrayed in the photograph. But here is another photograph taken on the same day. Okay, and now there is this photograph circulating and being circulated by even the bigger channels as proof that Megan was a yacht girl. Well, no. I can show you at least 50 photographs taken on the same day, and all of them will show you Meghan Markle and Jessica Mulroney at the swimming pool of a hotel in Positano, Italy in August 2016. And this, while Yacht Week 2016 was in Croatia. This was also after she met Harry, and not even Meghan is so stupid to go sell herself on a yacht at that particular point. Anyway, so does this mean I am now defending Meghan? No, absolutely not. She had, or maybe still has, the morals of an alley cat. I'm also not saying that she was not a yacht girl, at least for 1 or 2 seasons. I have seen other things which may indicate that she may have tried it. Who knows why? Maybe for the money, maybe for free lift and travel. Who knows? But like me, there are now other people who have just about had it with people. Some with big channels who grab a post off Twitter and use it as supposed truth to prove their narrative. And in doing so, they drag other people, some with families and children, into the vile narrative surrounding Meghan Markle. And they are sick of it. And one of them, not Meghan, will one day make an example of one of these people who are selling BS, too lazy to even utilize Mr. Google and do 5 minutes of homework before running with salacious gossip for clicks and views. Why do you think people tell me things, even though compared to others, I have a small channel? Well, it is because I don't do that. When something is passed to me, I still go and search on my own to verify it. And if I can't and still decide to share it, I will tell you it can't be verified and is just gossip. Or if I can verify it, I'll put it out as fact. And then anyone can argue with me until the cows come home or threaten to sue me. I don't care because, like Tom Barr so famously said, I can say I have receipts. So, in closing, I'm not here today to defend Meghan Markle. No, no, no. She is a proven opportunistic narcissist with dubious morals. What I am here to do is to defend the truth and to defend those who were in her orbit at some point or another, but not necessarily like her or part of her screwed mindset. And now you can all go and guess who I had a chat with and where I got certain information contained in this video from. I am not telling and never will. But heed my warning. The gloves are off. People are pissed off after the Netflix series and Harry's book. And in the long run, it will not only be Harry and Meghan and the royal family who will suffer in the long term, but there will be a select few who will wish they can eat those words and drop it down a long drop. This is all I'm saying for now. Okay, guys, that's it for now. I'm glad you enjoyed my song yesterday. There are more coming, but much, much, much later. I need to gather some courage to do it again. I'm also a bit stressed because I have two other projects in the pipeline, and like last year, I'm about a month behind. The one project is nearing its completion, and I'll share the details with you soon. Hopefully, the other two will be revealed by the end of February or March. Anyway, guys, I'll be back tomorrow with Harry and Meghan's relationship timeline, the wedding and the children's births, etc., using the book as basis. And if you think this video was a bit hardcore or harsh, wait until the next one. So please wear your big girl panties or big boy pants over the next few days because Bookworm is just a little fed up and she is not the only one. Wink, wink, hint, hint. Okay, guys, so until next time, please take good care of yourselves. Bye.